What's up, everybody? It's In Those Jeans Reacts. I'm Jordan.
I'm Zach.
Today we're back with Game of Thrones. This is going to be Season 1, Episode 2. So in the first episode we learned... Well, we'll just start from the beginning. The Night's Watch people went out in the woods, found the dead bodies, and then the White Walker killed the two men. But when I was doing the editing, I noticed, because he cuts the guy's head off and throws it to the other guy, but lets him survive. So to me, it felt like, hey, go warn everybody we're here. Because you remember he like cut his head off and he threw the head to him. So to me, instead of killing that guy, he was like he let him live for a reason. So I'm wondering if it's because he was like wanted him to like go warn everybody else that they were there. But and then he ends up dying for saying that he saw, or for
saying that he saw one.
no, they said he died because he abandoned his oath, but I think it's because he ran away from
The mission.
yeah. But before we get into that side, we'll talk about the blondes. I think their name's Targaryen, the brother and sister. They are a weird situation because the brother got really friendly with the sister, and then we found out they were brother and sister, and then he married her off to Jason Momoa, who is, I think his name is Drago or something like that. And he's the leader of that wild group of people. And
Isn't he trying to be a king or something too?
well, the brother's trying to be a king. So the brother, I guess their dad used to be the king. So the brother wanted to marry her off to them so they would fight on his side to win the kingdom back, is how it sounded. And so when they had their wedding, she was presented dragon eggs, which was the only time we heard dragons in the entire thing. So, but they said something about they're like cemented or something like that because they're so old, so they're not even like eggs that'll hatch. But what else about them? Obviously, she wasn't happy about marrying him, and obviously because they were like a wild group of people. And you mentioned it in the first episode. He never even said a word to her.
Yeah.
Like he only spoke to like his people. But it didn't show them very much, so we don't have a whole lot of information on them. So on the other side, we had the Starks, which is the people from Winterfell, the husband, wife, and all the kids.
Yeah.
And then we have the king and his wife, and then her two brothers. And so the king's, I forgot what they called him, hand, I think. The king's hand died. So he reached out to Ned to take his spot. And then Ned's wife, sister, was married to the old hand, and she sent a letter saying that he had been murdered. So now Ned's going to be the hand, and his wife's not happy about it because she thinks he's going to get murdered. And then what else did we have? Oh, they're marrying off their daughter to the king's son, even though the daughter, I think she said she was 13, which is kind of weird. What else did we see?
The dogs.
Oh yeah, they found the wolves, and in just the one episode, the wolves like grew pretty big. So I'm wondering how big they're gonna get. And I think there were 6 of them, 5 for the regular kids, and then Snow is the bastard, So he's Ned's son, but not. I don't know if we ever heard her name. Lady Stark is all I know. I don't know if we ever heard her name or not, but he's not the Ned's wife's kid. And
The little boy got pushed out.
at the very end of the episode, he caught the king's wife having sex with her brother, which is just weird. And because they got caught, the brother pushed the little boy out the window, and that's how the episode ended. So we don't know if he's alive, if he's dead, but it was a pretty tall fall for him to be alive. So if he's alive, he's probably gonna be messed up. I feel like there's something else that we missed. The king used to be married to Ned's sister.
Mm-hmm.
We did see that. I don't know, there was a lot of information in the first episode. I think that's it though. I think we got most of it. But at the end of the episode is when the boy got pushed, but right before that, Ned and his daughter were, I think his daughter was going with him, were leaving to go to King's Landing so Ned could be the hand for the king. And it said something about they were friends previously, and I think his wife said you won him the crown, so he must have been like the number one warrior or whatever for the king. So that's all I remember, and most of that I remember from editing, not from that original. I picked up a lot of things in editing. But all right, so you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
See what happens next. I really want to see what happens with the boy. One thing we forgot to mention while the previous thing, the little brother, the dwarf, is hilarious. Like, he is hilarious. Like, he's one of our favorite characters. To me, he's him and then the little daughter, my two favorite characters so far.
So is he the brother of the king or
No, the
of
queen.
somebody else? Okay.
The queen and the other brother. She still looks zoned out.
Us and horses.
Looks like very
People can't live on grass.
I wonder how old she's supposed to be. Is she supposed to be grown or if she's still supposed to be a kid?
What did Ned Stark want you for? Buying from a slaver?
Selling to one.
I don't think he likes him either.
Before you go, you will call on Lord and Lady Stark and offer your sympathies.
Oh, I can't stand the wailing of women.
What do you mean?
The Maester says the boy may live.
So he's not dead?
Also, are all of them siblings?
Mm-hmm. Oh, just them three.
So who's the other little two?
I think that might be their kids.
I hope the boy does wake. I'd be very interested to hear what he has to say.
My dear brother, there are times you make me wonder whose side you're on.
It's almost like they're suspicious of each other.
I lost my first boy. Little black-haired beauty. He was a fighter too.
You think she's lying?
Yeah.
She seemed so fake in the first episode. Oh,
I pray to the mother every morning and night that she return your child to you.
well, now she's definitely lying.
I am grateful.
So the boy that the dwarf was slapping is her kid because he called him Prince.
Yes. The girl that just walked out.
Yeah.
I already have one.
Good man. Have you swung it yet?
Of course I have.
That's someone, Andy. Let me thank you ahead of time. You're guarding us all from perils beyond the wall. Wildlings and White Walkers and whatnot. Grateful. But good. Strong men like you protecting us.
I don't understand why him and his sister are such douchebags, but the little one is like so laid back and funny. Dang, bro, they done grown again.
Thank you, Lemuria.
She already named it. How long has it been?
Probably like 2 days.
Except more days, so I'll have to do it again. My things weren't properly folded, she says. Who cares how they're folded? They're gonna get all messed up anyway. Now, Miria, gloves.
This is no toy.
You're so skinny.
So are you. First lesson. Sticking with the pointy end.
I know which end to use.
So I guess he's leaving because in the last episode, you know, kept saying he was going to the Night's Watch,
Yeah.
but he didn't know if his dad would let him.
I came to say goodbye to Bran.
You've said it.
I'm going north with Uncle Benji. I'm taking the black.
Okay, so I understand that's not her son, but he didn't choose to, like, be born, so...
You to leave.
So she doesn't have to treat him like that, because it's not like it was his choice. And I thought he left on the last episode. Wouldn't he get on a horse and stuff?
Wait, is he not the one that's going for the king's hand?
Yeah, I thought he already left. Because it showed him on a horse.
17 years ago, you rode off with Robert Baratheon. You came back a year later with another woman's son.
So he's only 16.
Who?
The dude that she just made leave.
He said goodbye to Bran. He's not going to die. I know it.
Them Starks are hard to kill.
They do kind of look similar.
Yeah.
Next time I see you, you'll be all in black.
It was always my colour.
Farewell, Snow.
And you, Stark.
It was great honor serving in the Night's Watch. The Starks have manned the wall for thousands of years. And you are a Stark. You might not have my name, but you have my blood.
Is my mother alive? Does she know about me, where I am, where I'm going? Does she care?
The next time we see each other, we'll talk about your mother.
I don't like that conversation. Because every time somebody says, next time we see each other, and then they split up,
One died.
somebody dies.
There was that one, oh, what was her name? That common girl of yours. Becca, with the great big tits you could bury your face in.
Bessie. She was one of yours.
Bessie! Thank the gods for Bessie. And her tits. She was a rider in the night.
Daenerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki horse lord. What of it? Do we send her a wedding gift?
Knife. Oh, it's unspeakable to you? What her father did to your family, that was unspeakable. What Rhaegar Targaryen did to your sister, the woman I loved.
So he is going to the wall. See, he wanted to piss off the wall.
My father was the hand of the king for 20 years.
Until your brother killed that
Oh.
king. The Night's Watch protects the realm.
Yes. Against grumpkins and snarks and all the other monsters your wetness warned you about. You're a smart boy. You don't believe that nonsense.
Fire. You stay here or come back.
You're not supposed to be here. No one's supposed to be here. It's a mercy. He's dead already.
Oh, she grabbed a blade with her hands.
Perfect time.
Dang, he killed him. And look, they just wanted to kill the wolves. And now he saved his life.
About 3 of them.
Have you ever seen a dragon?
Dragon gone, Khaleesi.
Everywhere? Even in the east?
No dragon.
Brave men kill them. It is known.
So she said there's no dragons.
Can you teach me how to make the Carl happy?
Yes.
Will it take 3 years?
No.
Welcome.
So how do they build it?
I don't think Bran fell from that tower. I think he was thrown. Why murder an innocent child? Unless he saw something he wasn't meant to see.
Saw what, milady?
Wait, so was he one of the brothers too? The dude with the curly hair? Like her son? Him?
Yes.
So he's brothers with the guy that just went with the...
Mm-hmm. I don't know who the other dude is. I don't know who he is.
I don't want the Lannisters to know I'm coming.
Let me accompany you at least. King's Road can be a dangerous place for a woman alone.
No, Khaleesi. You must look in his eyes always.
So she about to teach her how to have sex.
I don't think the Drogo will like it with me on top. You will make him like it, Khaleesi. Men want what they've never had. I don't think that this is the Dothraki way.
If he wanted the Dothraki way, why did he marry you?
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's awkward.
Hazem Shahara.
She's learned that language.
I'm sorry if I offended you, sir.
Something strange about that guy.
Why won't he speak to
He
me?
hasn't been very talkative these last 20 years. Since the Mad King had his tongue ripped out with hot pincers.
Speak, Stan.
So he can't talk.
I probably shouldn't have any more. Father only lets us have one cup at feasts.
My princess can drink as much as she...
Isn't he only like 12 or 13?
Arya! Ow!
Butcher's boy who wants to be a knight, eh? Pick up your sword, Butcher's boy. Let's see how good you are.
It's not a sword, my prince. It's only a stick.
And you're not a knight.
What a douchebag.
I won't hurt him. Much. Filthy little bitch! Got you, you little cunt! No. No.
This isn't gonna be good.
Dang, I don't even like the big sister anymore.
You've got to go. They'll kill you for what you did to Joffrey. Go on. Run!
Lord! My lord! They found her. She's unarmed.
What is the meaning of this? Why was my daughter not brought to me at once?
How dare you speak to your king in that manner?
Quiet, woman.
Your girl and that butcher's boy attacked my son. That animal of hers nearly tore his arm off.
Tell me what happened. Tell it all and tell it true. It's a great crime to lie to a king.
I don't know. I don't remember. Everything happened so fast.
You let that little girl disarm you. Forgot the damned wolf.
We found no trace of the direwolf, Your Grace.
We have another wolf.
He doesn't mean lady, does he?
No. Jory. Take the girls to their rooms.
I don't know if I want to watch this.
The butcher's boy. You rode him down.
He ran.
So they killed the boy. I really don't want to watch this.
I hope he snitches on the king, the queen. The queen is done.
So much just happened. And what's crazy is like the first half of this episode was like really slow. Like really slow. And in the second half, so much happened. Okay. I guess we'll start with the slow part. Obviously he didn't die. Snow the bastard. And then the dwarf went to the wall. One thing I didn't like at the beginning is her hatred towards Snow. Like, it's not his fault that he was born. Like, he didn't do anything. He was just born. Like, why take it all out on him? Like, I understand that you're, like, upset about the situation, but he's, like, 16 years old. It's, like, happened 16 years ago. Kind of get over it. But he's going to the wall. They went back to King's Landing. I don't know, just that ending just kind of made me mad. Like, it almost made me forget everything else that happened. Oh, before we even get to the ending. There hasn't been dragons for a long time. They didn't say how long, they just said a long time. And then she's starting to learn his language. Talking about the Targaryen, the blonde. She's learning his language, and she learned how to have sex with him. And there at the end, he looked happy. It's the first time he's looked happy other than when that dude got killed at their wedding.
Yeah.
So he actually looks happy now. The brother's still a douchebag. But, okay, back to King's Landing. So, or before King's Landing, they try to kill the boy again. And then the dog saved him. Or the wolf saved him. So now she's suspicious and knows that somebody's like after them. So I don't know, it's about to get interesting. But then Arya was sword fighting with the butcher's boy. And then douchebag Prince jumps in and like tries to fight the butcher's boy, and then when Arya jumped in, he threatened her, and then the wolf attacked him. And that's just, I don't know. He's weak. Like, if they fought for real, I think she could beat him. But I don't know. I just don't like him. I don't like his mom. I don't like his uncle. Like, their whole family just sucks other than the dwarf. Like, the rest of them suck. But, I don't know. This was like a messed up episode. I can't stand seeing animals die. So him having to kill the wolf. And it wasn't even the wolf. Yeah, it wasn't even the wolf that attacked either. So now Sansa doesn't have a wolf. And Arya doesn't have a wolf because she sent hers away. So it's like, I don't know. But, and then Ned's in a bad spot because it's like, what does he do? And it just kind of sucks because if he would just stayed up there instead of coming down to be the hand, none of this would have happened. But I don't know, man. It's like, I feel like everything's starting to fall apart. Like, as soon as we start learning stuff, everything's starting to fall apart. And then it didn't really show the wall, but it was kind of, I mean, it showed it, but it didn't really show them there. But it's kind of impressive. Like, makes me wonder how they built something that tall with ice, made with ice. But I don't know, man. Like, this is gonna be, I just know, I want to know what's gonna happen with the whole Ned. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, as soon as he killed the wolf, the boy woke up. So does he remember? If he does, who does he tell? Because his mom's gone. Remember, she said that she was going, like they're sneaking her to King's Landing for her to tell them that she thinks the Lannisters is the one that pushed them out the window. Because her and that guy with the weird beard is sneaking out. So I wonder who he would tell. I mean, the one son stayed, so I guess he could tell him. But I forgot about that. Yeah, that's gonna be huge. I wonder if he's okay. Like, I wonder, like, what effects he has. Because he might have lost his memory. I don't know. I guess we'll find out about that too. But I don't know. You got any final thoughts?
Ready for next episode, see what happens.
I know it's getting more and more into depth with things. So, all right, well, we'll have another episode next week. If y'all like what you've seen, hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all.